I have had these thoughts like spilling out over the days, over little bits and pieces, sometimes in little tweets, sometimes I talk about them as friends, but I finally put those thoughts to paper or those thoughts to Google Docs, which I have in front of me, so that I can talk about them a bit more comprehensively. Now you can find my playthrough highlights on this channel for every version except 2.8, and the 2.8 I decided to put on the Clips and VODs channel instead because it wasn't as essential to the overarching Renacita plotline, and then that VOD channel has my 2.x uncut VODs, except for 2.7 because what I have on this channel is practically all of it anyway. But yeah, you can find that on my other channel or on this channel. So let's just get into it. Now I want to start with Renacita as a setting. And this is honestly where it was kind of mind-blowing, and it's all singing praises mostly for this part because Renacita is visually stunning. It definitely was a step up from Huanglong. A lot of Huanglong was like desolate wasteland, which kind of was appropriate for the lore of the area, but you enter Renacita and it's teeming with life. It's so vibrant, it's so wonderful, like it's so lively. So visually it was there, music was top-notch. There's some really great moments when you're just exploring, and the music kind of just hits, not just in the story moments, but even just in the exploration moments. And the overall look and the design of the region, and also the echoes was really cool. The echoes, they got some more whimsical, some dramatic looking ones with sabers and capes, and I thought that was fun. And there were lots of cool, wonderful details that did bring it to life. And I kind of talked about that in my previous What I Really Think About Wuthering Waves video, because honestly, it's those details that matter. Now, I understand that Renacita is based off Italy, where Ragusa is Venice and Septimont is Rome, and there's lots of other references to places, plus historical references, religious iconography, and stuff built into the culture here, which was really fun to pinpoint. If you're a history buff, then you probably spotted a lot here and there. One thing that I do want to point out and highlight is the Order. The Order was obviously the primary religious organization there, and they take on an antagonistic role at the start. So they're basically there to maintain the facade of the Sentinel being a hippocampus or being from the sea, instead of, as it turns out, being originally a winged skyhorse. And then the Order also does this thing where they're pretty punishing towards wrongdoers. Like, sometimes it's a vague threat of, you won't have salvation, but they also just banish people, which is kind of crazy, and then they say it's the will of the Sentinel. And honestly, I liked that the